Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Vice President M Venkaiah Naidu says online education cannot be a substitute to classroom learning. Two-day conference of tourism and culture ministers of the northeastern states begins in Guwahati. Naga Council Dimapur urges all stakeholders and general public not to remain silent on criminal acts but to speak out for change. An India committed at highest level of combating climate change, says Union Environment Minister Bhupender Yadav. As the nationwide free COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is going on, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also help others to get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower the guard as COVID-19 remains a threat to our health. Please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011 2397 8046 and 1075 and state helpline number 1800-345-0019. And now the news. Vice President M Venkaiah Naidu today said that online classes cannot go on forever and virtual classes cannot become actuals. He was addressing the inaugural function of upgrading Pondicherry Engineering College to Puducherry Technological University. The Vice President said that online education cannot be a substitute to classroom learning and hence our students must return to schools and colleges at the earliest. He also requested every MLA to personally ensure that the constituency people get vaccinated at the earliest. Naidu expressed hope that Puducherry will be an example to other states in terms of vaccination. A 2-day conference of the tourism and culture ministers of the northeastern states has begun in Guwahati today. Addressing the conference, Union Tourism and Culture Minister G. Kishan Reddy said that the tourism sector has the potential of being a game changer for the Northeast. Reddy hoped that people of northeastern states would directly benefit from the tourism sector through its various initiatives. He said the conference is a great opportunity to showcase the potential of tourism in the region and emphasize to build confidence among the tourists in the wake of COVID situation. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma urged all to adopt a holistic approach for the development of tourism sector in the Northeast. He stressed on development of better connectivity and infrastructure facilities. Union Ministers of State Arjun Ram Meghwal and Ajay Bhatt also attended the conference. Senior officials from various central ministries, state governments in the region, as well as industry representatives are also participating in the conference. Naga Council Dimapur NCD has urged all stakeholders and the general public not to remain silent on criminal acts, but to speak out as many voices to push for the change. In a release, the NCD said that the citizens of Dimapur are being subjected to a number of criminal acts, rampant taxation, and other antisocial activities committed by some underground factions and illegal Bangladeshi immigrants. Extending support to Dimapur Chamber of Commerce and Industries call for total closure of shops and business establishments on 16th of September against rampant, multiple and illegal taxation by various groups and government agencies, the council said illegal taxation and extortion in the state is establishing decisively its space in the society and is now becoming an inevitable evil. It said this menace of illegal taxation prevailing in the state is creating fear and resentment amongst the business community and the public, and thereby violating the fundamental rights of the people as guaranteed by the Constitution. The NCT also strongly condemned the kidnapping of a 3-year-old boy by unknown miscreants on 10th of September, who was rescued on Sunday through prompt action taken by Dimapur police teams. The council looked at the police department and asked the law enforcing agencies to take appropriate, befitting punishment to the kidnappers as per the law of the land. BJP MLA Bhupender Patel has been sworn in as the Chief Minister of Gujarat. Governor Acharya Devrad administered the oath of office to him at Raj Bhavan today. Soon after taking the oath as the 17th Chief Minister of Gujarat, Patel went to Chief Minister's office and took the charge. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on a YouTube channel, AIR News Kohima. Union Environment Minister Bhupender Yadav today said that the climate change is one of the biggest challenges for the world and it has multi-dimensionality effect. He said it requires a global response. Launching the Climate Action and Finance Mobilization Dialogue with the U.S. climate envoy John Kerry in New Delhi, Yadav said India is committed at the highest level of combating climate change, saying that the country is also meeting its commitments made under the various international conventions. He said the government is addressing the issue through its several initiatives by promoting low carbon and sustainable lifestyle. John Kerry, asserting that climate change is the biggest challenge for the world, called for collective action. He said India and the US are jointly working to address the issue. Union Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Munda said that his ministry would start Pradhan Mantri Adarsh Gram Yojana, governing 36,000 villages across the country. Talking to newspersons in Guwahati today, Munda said that those villages with 50% tribal population would be given priority under it. He said that 1,700 tribal villages in Assam will be converted into model villages. The minister said that another 184 new Van-Than Kendra to be set up in the state that would benefit nearly 60,000 people. Munda also said that his ministry is working for the empowerment of tribal people of the country. Former Union Minister and Rajya Sabha member Oscar Fernandez died at a private hospital in Mangaluru today. He was 80. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed grief over the demise of Fernandez and extended his condolences to the bereaved family. Nagaland's COVID-19 death tally has risen to 631 after 6 deaths from Dimapur were registered today. State Health Department updated that 27 fresh positive cases along with 56 recoveries were reported today. Dimapur registered 12 new cases, 5 in Mon, 4 in Kohima and 3 each in Mugukchung and Woka. On the other hand, Dimapur reported 19 recovered cases, Kohima with 10, 9 in Mugukchung, 8 in Mon, 7 in Peren and 3 in Pek. With a total cumulative cases of 30,657, the state has a total of 20,495 recovered cases and 580 active cases. A new locally produced tea product branded as Mupungchukit Orthodox Tea was launched today by President of Muguchung Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Sept Lungama. Imses Senab Jamir, a young entrepreneur, the person behind this new tea product, manufactures the products with the raw materials sourced from his own tea garden at Mupungchukit village. Sept Lungama, while launching the new tea product, congratulated Imses Senab Jamir and expressed his willingness to mentor the young entrepreneur. Mupungchukit Orthodox tea leaves are 100% handmade and organic, which is priced at 75 rupees per packet of 100 grams. The products will be initially available at 3 leading retail outlets in Mugukchung. Imses Senab Jamir said that market presence of the tea product will be expanded slowly and multiple additions will be made to their product range in the near future. And now it's 20 news. Here are the main points again. Vice President M Venkaiah Naidu says online education cannot be a substitute to classroom learning. Two-day conference of tourism and culture ministers of the northeastern states begins in Guwahati. Naga Council Dimapur urges all stakeholders and general public not to remain silent on criminal acts but to speak out for change. And India committed at the highest level of combating climate change, says Union Environment Minister Bhupender Yadav. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.